What is up, Cradix? In this video, I'm going to be giving a guide for this week's normal time trial, RC Bandito time trial, and the premium race, totaling over $500,000 for this event week, because the time trials are paying out double money for this week, which is awesome. And yes, Rockstar did fix the time trials and change them after complaints from the community, which is awesome. So I'm glad they finally fixed that. So during the first day of the event week, they had the old time trials and it wasn't giving people the money who did them the previous event week. So now they fixed that, so that's awesome. But anyways, remember, the time trials can only be completed once a week for the full payout. The premium race, however, can be completed in a limited amount of times with a 48-minute cooldown between each win. Also keep in mind that rocket-powered / flying vehicles cannot be used in time trials. So starting off with the time trial this week, which is Galileo Park, which again is paying double money and RP for this event week. I highly recommend either the Hakuchu Drag, Shotaro, Batty 801, or one of the open wheel cars for this time trial. In terms of route, this time trial has one main shortcut at the beginning, but it's pretty simple. Just make sure that you slam on the brakes once you go off of that jump and land. The hardest part is definitely avoiding the traffic in those very narrow streets. A bike will be the easiest for this one in my opinion, so that you can dart between traffic. For this one, I will be using a fully upgraded Shotaro. Moving on to this week's RC Bandito time trial, which is Construction Site 1. Again, paying out double money and RP for this event week. Remember that you need to own an RC Bandito in order to participate in these, and the RC Bandito is 40% off for this event week, making it the best time to buy it. But anyways, since this RC time trial is a bit tricky, if you've never done it before, you might want to practice a lot. Take it very slow through the corners, especially in the tight sections where you're going up and down ramps. It can get a bit tricky. Just make sure to let off the throttle before many of the turns and bumps, so you can maintain the stability of your Bandito during the beginning section, and the rest of it, again, just brake a lot when you're approaching the ramps. And lastly, when you use your brakes, make sure to press them in about halfway in, not all the way in, or you might lose control of the Bandito. And lastly, we have this week's premium race, which is Muscle In. This one is restricted to the muscle cars class, and it is repeating from last week, but it is only giving the normal payout. But anyways, I highly recommend either the Yosemite, Pizwazer Dominator, or a Vapid Click for this race. For those of you who've never done this race before, it's not an easy race. There are many high-speed sections, slow corners, and bumpy sections where you can easily lose control of your car. I'm sure many of you last week who probably attempted it know what I'm talking about. This is not an easy race. It's definitely for experienced drivers in GTA. The number one place where people mess up is the first corner due to the slipstream. Everybody's getting off of each other going top speed. Make sure to brake early for that first corner or you will eat the wall on the other side. The rest of the race will take some practice again. You might see me going on and off some sidewalks and curbs, and the reason for that is because it acts as a speed boost if you didn't know that. Now the easiest car for this race in my opinion is definitely the Vapid Click because of its stability and traction, but again this race will take some practice and therefore I highly recommend doing a few laps of the regular version of this race first to familiarize yourself with the corners and all that stuff. Now for this one I will be using a fully upgraded Pizwazer Dominator, but again the easiest one to control on this track will be the Vapid Click. And that's it guys, the normal time trial is pretty easy if you use a bike and can avoid the traffic. The RC time trial is a bit tricky if you've never done it before, but just brake a lot for most of the tight corners and you'll be fine. And this week's premium race will definitely take some practice if you've never done it before, but overall it gets a little easier once you start doing it more and more. Again, remember guys, you can earn over $500,000 between the three this week, and setting yourself a goal to beat them is always a lot of fun in my personal opinion. Let me know which one you found most difficult and what vehicles you used down below in the comments, and if you're happy that Rockstar fixed these time trials the next day. Anyways guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.